What's up, fam? In this video, we're going to talk about police brutality and people being murdered by the police. In this video, one of the cases in this video was a guy by the name of Daniel Shavers. This guy was an exterminator, and I guess his company did nationwide exterminating jobs. He was staying in a hotel, and someone had complained about seeing a man with a rifle sticking outside the hotel door or the hotel window. So the police came to the scene and they nearly tortured this guy before killing him. And we're going to talk about that in this video. On January 18th, 2016, Daniel Shaver of Granbury, Texas, was fatally shot by police officer Philip Brailsford in the hallway of the location to report that a rifle had been pointed out of the window of Shaver's hotel room. After the shooting, the rifle, previously assumed to be a lethal weapon, which remained in the room, that rifle was determined to be a pellet gun, so they kind of overreacted. Following an investigation, Brailsford was charged with second-degree murder and a lesser charge of manslaughter, but later found not guilty by a jury in 1989, and he died on January 18, 2016. He grew up and he graduated from Hillwood High School in 2000. Shaver was employed as a pest control specialist and was visiting Mesa for a business trip when he was killed. Now, the cop, Philip Brailsford, like Daniel Shaver, he was also 26 years old. He had been employed by the Mesa Police Department since 2013. He was administratively cleared of wrongdoing in the 2015 incident involving another excessive use of force during an arrest of 3 unarmed teenage suspects. Brailsford's father was also a police sergeant in school in 2009 and had signed up with the Arizona National Guard before being hired by the Mesa Police. Okay. According to the police report, Shaver had invited 2 acquaintances, Monique Portillo and Luis Nunez, to his room for drinks. There he showed them the scope air rifle he was using to exterminate birds inside grocery stores. Remember, he was an exterminator. At one point, the gun was by the hotel receptionist. Following this, the police were immediately called by an employee at the hotel. Nunez left the hotel room shortly before the 6 police officers arrived at 9:20 p.m. The officers, led by Sergeant Charles Langley, stood in the corridor outside Shaver's hotel room and called out to the occupants to exit the room, but received no response. Portillo later testified that she and Shaver did not hear these initial commands. Police then telephoned Shaver's room and again ordered the occupants to step outside. Shaver and Portillo then walked to the hotel corridor, where Langley gave them orders for several minutes while the other officers, including Philip Brailsford, trained their rifles on them. Portillo was taken into custody unarmed. Langley then ordered Shaver, who was lying prone at Langley's request, to cross his legs. Moments later, he ordered Shaver to push himself up to a kneeling position. While complying with the order to kneel, Shaver crossed his legs and Langley shouted that Shaver needed to keep his legs crossed. Startled and nervous, Shaver then put his hands behind his back and was again warned by Langley to keep his hands in the air. Langley yelled at Shaver that if he deviated from the police instructions again, they would shoot him. This was premeditated. Sergeant Langley told Shaver not to put his hands down for any reason. Shaver said, "Please don't shoot me." Upon being instructed to crawl, Shaver put his hands down and crawled on all fours. While crawling towards the officer, Shaver moved his right hand towards his waistband. Brailsford, who later testified that he believed Shaver was reaching for a weapon, then opened fire with his AR-15 assault rifle. You gotta be kidding me. Striking Shaver 5 times, killing him almost instantly. Shaver was unarmed and may have been attempting to prevent his shorts from slipping down. An autopsy report found that Shaver was intoxicated, which police stated may have contributed to his confused response to their commands. Now, I heard those commands. Those commands would have been confusing whether he was intoxicated or not. Okay. Shaver's widow requested that the Mesa police release the body cam of the event. The request for the body cam footage was initially refused, of course. In a recording released by Shaver's widow, purportedly of a meeting between her and the Maricopa County prosecutors, she was told that she could watch the video only if she agreed not to discuss the contents with the press. Boy, I tell you. Prosecutors and defense attorneys in Brailsford's murder trial asked that the body cam be sealed. Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Sam Myers granted the motion to seal the footage. You see how they be in cahoots with each other? Now, if they were really on the up and up, why would they want it sealed? Because they don't want the public to know. On May 25th, 2016, Myers ordered portions of the video released. The released video omitted the shooting itself. The redacted version included footage from Brailsford's body camera up to the time when someone exits Shaver's room and the footage from another officer's camera while he escorted a woman from the room. The full unedited body camera footage of the shooting was released by the Mesa Police Department hours after Brailsford was found not guilty of the murder and reckless manslaughter. Wow. In early March 2016, Maricopa County Attorney Office announced that it would pursue second-degree murder charges against Brailsford in relation to the incident. According to the statement by the county attorney, the circumstances we have determined that the use of deadly force was not justified in this incident. Brailsford pleaded not guilty. Wow. Well, I tell you. Later that month, the Mesa Police Department fired Brailsford, citing several policy violations and unsatisfactory performance. An internal investigation report revealed that Brailsford had violated department weapon policy by engraving his patrol rifles with the phrases, "You're Boy, I tell you, you can't make this up. Brailsford had also previously been investigated for body slamming a teenager during an arrest. This guy had a history. In the official police report of the incident, Brailsford defended his actions, of course he would, saying that by crawling towards the officers, which one of the officers had instructed Shavers to do, Shavers appeared to be trying to gain position of an advantage in order to gain a better firing position on us. The report stated Shaver was cooperative, but sometimes confused by the commands and because of his possible intoxication. 4 months after the shooting, Charles Langley, the officer who shouted the orders to Shavers, retired from the department. By December 2017, Langley had immigrated to the United States to the Philippines.
Have you noticed that rogue cops always use an expression, he has a gun or the illusion of a gun to justify killing someone?
The jury duly impaneled and sworn in the above entitled action and upon our oaths do find the defendant Philip Mitchell Brailsford on the charge of count 1 second-degree murder not guilty.
12 News at 10 tracking new developments as a jury finds a former Mesa police officer not guilty of second-degree murder and reckless manslaughter.
Philip Brailsford accused of shooting and killing an unarmed man at a Mesa hotel in 2016 after officers were called to the scene for reports of a man pointing a rifle out of a window. Tonight, we're seeing new unredacted body cam video of the chain of events.
Team 12's Monique Griego joins us with a closer look at the video and details from court. Monique?
Caribe and Joe, up until now, the judge had withheld a large portion of the body cam video leading up to the shooting and the shooting itself. Now he's released all of it. And tonight we've decided not to air the video of the actual shooting, but you will hear the audio.
Do not shoot me. And listen to my instructions. I'm trying to do it. Don't talk, listen!
Newly released body cam footage reveals the moments leading up to the shooting death of Daniel Shaver by former Mesa police officer Philip Brailsford.
Your hands go back in the small of your back or down. We are going to shoot you. Do you understand me? Crawl towards me. Crawl towards me!
12 News choosing not to air video of the actual shooting, which happened in January of 2016 at a Mesa hotel. All this after jurors reached a verdict.
Second-degree murder, not guilty.
Brailsford not showing much of a reaction, hearing he'd been acquitted on charges of second-degree murder and reckless manslaughter.
This case should have never been charged by Maricopa County Attorney Bill Montgomery. Not only did it damage a promising young officer's career, it gave false hope to the family of Daniel Shaver.
His attorneys not holding back when asked if they were surprised by the verdict, referencing a point in the video when Shaver appears to move his right hand towards his waistband.
When movements were made that are consistent with drawing a weapon, you have 1 second to make up your mind.
Brailsford told jurors he thought Shaver was reaching for a gun. Shaver was not armed, with a witness telling police he was pulling up his shorts. Still, the defense maintained Shaver did not follow commands and that Brailsford acted according to his training.
What I feel is relief, because the responsibility of defending someone who's innocent, to me, is a lot more responsibility to represent someone who's guilty.
And Brailsford had served with Mesa Police for around 2 years before being fired for violating.
Now, in this case, I think the jury clearly got it wrong. And I don't think this guy should have died for some goofy-ass instructions. Furthermore, I think the Shaver family was deprived of justice in this particular case. My condolences to the Shaver family. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.